By the way, yesterday, we're going to get into this. We had the ad. CNN, a random act of journalism, CNN found out the guy's wife had health insurance for 2 years after he got fired from the steel plant. And we got the evidence here. We got Wolf Blitzer begging somebody from the Obama team to denounce his own ad. Come on, for your own credibility. It's a rotten ad. It's a bad ad. Mitt didn't kill anybody. Nope. They won't pull it back. But the woman had health insurance for 2 years. There's a story today. It's in the Washington Times, I believe it is. No, sorry. The Huffing and Puffington Post. Mitt Romney started Bain Capital with money from families tied to death squads. They just never stop. It's the same old stuff from 30 years. So Bain Capital was seeded with money from Hispanic families, by the way, with ties to right-wing death squads in El Salvador and other Latin American countries. No. Not talking about the Kennedys. They don't talk about that aspect of the Kennedys. No. But don't you find it interesting? Yesterday, Romney essentially killed a guy's wife, and today, Bain Capital was seeded with money from death squads. Victor Davis Hanson. I don't know if he was listening yesterday or not. National Review Online, little blog post at the corner, basically talking all the things we were. Republicans poison your water and they poison your air and create the Ebola virus and they want your kids to starve and Victor has a piece that says, hey, it works. Chicago way, it works. And he says if Romney, so he starts out this way, if I were Romney, I would not count on the idea of class warfare and the so-called politics of personal destruction and McCarthyite tactics not working, because they always have for Obama and Axelrod in the past, and they seem to be in the last week. Mr. Hansen believes, he's looking at polling data and other things, he thinks all this stuff is working. Which, I made the point yesterday, it appears to. And you and I sit here imbued with overflowing common sense. How in the world does anybody vote for this much? How do they get one vote? And they do. They get beaucoup votes. This stuff works. There are people who believe, I guarantee you. Now, I don't want to talk about what kind of people they are and where they are and who they are, but there are people walking around today who now believe that Romney killed this guy's wife. And you got Dingy Harry running around with his tax story, and of course the Washington Post story is worried about the increasing attacks against Harry Reid. And so Victor Davis Hansen says, Romney, you're going to have to do something. You can't just assume this stuff isn't going to work. So what do? Do we come back? Do we accuse them of even greater atrocities? Okay, so Romney said, or Obama says Romney killed a guy's wife. We say Obama killed a whole neighborhood. That's the Chicago way. Democrats started a crack epidemic. Democrats busted up the black family. Democrats created welfare. Democrats are destroying. We say all this. And we're called extremists. We tell the truth. We're called extremists. These guys are out there, like Larry King goes on, or Carville goes on Ken Starr. Larry King says Ken Starr's from Mars, and he's walking around while everybody thinks he's investigating Clinton. He's giving 5-year-olds cigarettes. Larry King says, Ken, why would you give cigarettes to 5-year-olds? Oh, Larry, And then Carville jumps in, because he's a dirty, stinking, rotten Republican. That's why, Larry, and he's out to destroy our president and give your kids tobacco. Larry King says, this is a horrible thing to do, Ken. Why would you even, when do you have time to give 5-year-old kids cigarettes? And Starr's head spinning. You know, what the hell that he stumped into? So,